Throwback to the 21st of April 2022.
Good morning, everyone.
I'm not sure if you can see
that train over there, but this tram kind of reminds me of the trams in Portugal, and I'm actually outside East Croydon Station right now. So Google Maps said I arrived at the Coomb Gardens, but clearly there isn't a garden here. And actually, when I was walking here, I saw on the map that there's a Lloyd Park here, and I thought it was the one that I went to in near Black Horse Road, but it's like a different Lloyd's Park. So I want to fly my drone here to find out why there's another Lloyd's Park here and see if I can see the Coombe Garden from here.
So I didn't manage to find any information about why there are two Lloyd's Parks in London, but I did find out why Lloyd Park is called Lloyd Park. So it is named after Frank Lloyd. He is a newspaper magnate who died in 1927. His father, Edward Lloyd, founded the Lloyd News, later known as the Sunday News, and also the Daily Chronicle. He lived in Coombe House, which I guess is like the Coombe Garden, on the Coombe estate for 35 years. And I've also went to the Coombe Garden after this park. Coombe is an ancient home, first recorded in 1221, when the land was held by Richard of Coombe. In the 15th century, it was called the Borough of Coombe, and by the time of Elizabeth I, was known as Broad Coombe. In the 17th century, it was owned by Matthew and Daniel Harvey, brothers of William Harvey, who demonstrated the circulation of blood. William frequently stayed at the house and had caves made in the grounds in order to gratify his habit of meditating in the dark. A well in the grounds of the house was said to be used by pilgrims on a journey to join the Pilgrim's Way at Titsey. The 1800 plan of the estate shows the owner as James Wardier-esque. The plan also shows the field names such as Lower Pitfield, Vineyard Field, and Little and New Great Field, Hammond's Hill, and Ricketts Hill. There was a small woodland below Hammond's Hill. A field on the northern boundary of today's park is called the Squashes. This was the name given to a line of springs which emerge between the fennel sand and underlying chalk. Most of the springs still flow during wet weather, but Pingill is the most frequent one. The water soon soaks through the chalk subsoil which is under most of the park. On the side of Hammond Hill, it is a predominant plough bank, which was formed in the past by the plough turning around. Little Newfield has a similar feature, but this is exaggerated by the change in geology. Running across Lloyd Park is the Fairfield footpath, which ran from the Fairfield in central Croydon.
I finally found the Coombe Gardens. Let's go in. So we are blessed with these garden tulips. I am gonna take a photo here. So there are some pink and yellow garden tulips here as well, and I want to take a photo on this angle as well. Oh wow, there are some really beautiful bluebells here. Oh, and I am back at the start again, so I kind of want to take a photo here of the Cypress family, and I think actually I'm gonna fly my drone here because it's a really beautiful garden and I want you guys to see this garden.
And in this drone clip, I will be telling you a little information about this Coombe Gardens. The Coombe Gardens is a small woodland and garden area in the old village of Coombe in South Croydon. It is near the junction of Coombe Lane and Conduit Lane. The Coombe Wood Gardens are divided into a series of rooms, which together gives an all-year-round display of shrubs and plants set against a woodland backdrop. More than 400 years ago, the area was open land and part of an estate with a large common field known as Coombe Field, which lay between Coombe Road and Park Hill. The land became the property of James Bowyer Senior of Coombe House in 1801, at the time of the Enclosures of Common Land Act.
Oh wow, there are another bluebell plant here and some garden tulips here. There are also some purple garden tulip. I took a photo here as well, and I think I'm gonna go into that restaurant to have lunch because it's 12:30 and I'm slightly hungry. So I ordered this lamb skank and it's £13.95, and I think it only took less than 15 minutes to make. So I saw these really beautiful primroses and also these perennial teals, and I took 2 photos here, and now I'm gonna go to Shirley Windmill. Oh wow, there are loads of bluebells here. Oh, there is a oaks farm here, and it's also a wedding venue. But as this is not on my list, I'm not gonna go in today. Oh, so this is Shirley's Windmill. I think actually that is the front, so I'm gonna take a photo at the front. Oh, so this is the Miller's Pond. I'll fly my drone when I get there.
So I learned that the name Shirley was first recorded in 1314, and it is thought to have meant the Shire clearing, referring to its position adjacent to the traditional Kent-Surrey border, though it may instead mean bright clearing. It was long a small hamlet with a large mansion, being built here in 1721. This was purchased by the businessman and Member of Parliament, John Memberley. In the mid-1800s, the population was growing, with more housing being built. St. John's Church was built in 1856 to serve the needs of the growing community, replacing a smaller chapel dating from 1835. And now I will be telling you a little information about the Miller's Pond. It is a small park in the Spring Park area of the London Borough of Croydon, and it covers an area of 4 acres. Miller's Pond includes a duck pond and a green area with trees and flower beds that includes tables and benches. It is surrounded by residential housing and is bounded to the south by Shirley Way, where the main entrance is located, and to the west by Lees, with additional access onto Worcester Close to the east and Farm Lane of Bennett's Way to the north. The pond features a number of timber structures around its perimeter, including a wheeling platform, a dipping platform, and a boardwalk. The larger of the pond's 2 islands has a duck platform. The park includes toilet facilities, and Miller Pond is a Green Flag Award winner, so it's definitely worth going. Miller's Pond was originally part of Spring Park Farm until its acquisition by Croydon Council in 1934. The pond itself is the largest of 3 that originally existed on the site. Farm Lane now runs where the farm building stood, and the 2 smaller ponds were subsequently developed. Miller's Pond derives its name from the last family to work on Spring Park Farm. I hope you guys enjoyed learning about
the history of this Shirley Oak area, because when I was walking here, I found that there are lots of places named after a girl called Shirley, and I really wanted to find out why they named it after her. And now I am gonna walk around this park and see what there is to see. Actually, this is a nice photo taking spot. I'm gonna take a photo here. So there are some French broom flowers here. I have never seen these flowers before, and I really want to take a photo here. And I have finished at this park. It's a really small park. So now I'm gonna walk to Museum of Croydon. So I saw these really beautiful common units, and I took a photo here like this. Wow, I just saw these orange garden tulips, and they are really beautiful. I've never seen them before. I took a photo here like this. Although there was a shadow on my face because of the sun. I just saw these really beautiful Afro-Australian daisies here, and I've never seen them before. So I want to take a photo here. Wow, I've never seen these brocket lesper plants before. I think I might take a photo here. Oh, so this is the Ashcourt Theatre, and the clock beside me is the Museum of Croydon, but it actually closes at 4 and it's now 4:45, so I'm not gonna bother going there. But it was on my way to my next destination, so that's why I came here. There are some street arts here. Unfortunately, my phone is on charge right now, so I can't take any photos. Oh, so this is the Whitgift shopping center, and there's also another shopping center opposite called Centrale. I'm gonna go in to see what they sell. So they've got Super Dry here and a restaurant down there. Oh, and also a car factory around there. Because as my hair is getting longer and longer, I don't really want to wash my hair every day now. So I really will do this. And it's only £1.99. I realize this is the very top floor. And there is a little panorama view of Croydon here. So I'm just gonna stand still. This is the other side. Oh, so I just went in to ask them if this foot asylum is the same as the YouTube channel's foot asylum, and they told me, yeah, basically that YouTube channel has been sponsored by this company. Oh, so my next destination was supposed to be this Matthew's yard, but I feel like it's too early for dinner now, and for even 6 o'clock. And they also have a beautiful graffiti here, and I have arrived at Wandle Park. These are the opening times. This is the park, but there's loads of people now, so it probably wouldn't be nice to take a photo. I feel like this would be a nice photo taking spot. I just tried to fly my drone here, but when it got to like 37 meters, it was like aircraft weak signal, but when I took off, there was like 17 signals here. So this must be the river Wandle then. So I was looking for this actually, and I found it. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the start. Oh, so you can actually book the sport pitches. Although the outdoor gym, you don't have to book it.
And the early history of Wandle Park involves two meadows, Frog Bed and Stubbs Bed. The former was mentioned in a manuscript as early as 1543, although the spelling was erratic. It varied from frogmeat to frogmeat. The name presumably meant the area was very wet and that many frogs were to be found there. Oh, so that's why Wandle Park was called Wandle Park.
Oh, so there is actually a duck pond here. I want to see if I can just use my drone to take a photo. So I thought that this pentagon shaped wall looks quite cool. So I want to try and take a photo here. I think I'm back at the start because I remember that was the entrance that was locked, and then a lady told me that we had to come in here. So yeah, I'm back at the start. So there is actually a indoor rock climbing center here, and I just went inside to ask them if they had any sessions, and they said they have one at 7:30, which is in 6 minutes. They said that teach you like the basic skills of how to rock climb, and it's gonna be like an hour long, and it's £15 for a group session. But if we want a one-on-one, it's £40. But because I really go rock climbing, so I don't really need like a instructor to teach me how to rock climb. I just wanted to let you guys know about this rock climbing center. I am gonna go and take the tram. But handily enough, it actually goes to Wimbledon, which is kind of near where I live. So I'm probably gonna end the vlog here.
Don't forget to subscribe.